Good morning, citizens, and welcome to the precursor to this year's Luminalia. As we head over the surface of Microtech here, we're going to head towards New Babbage. We're going to go look at something that is kind of interesting that not all of you may know of, although many of you should know about this, which is the holiday-themed addition to the city that's been around for quite a while. We're going to go check that out and take a look at it, but we're getting ready for Luminalia. So if anyone doesn't know what Luminalia is, it's an event that I like. It's not so much community event. There's really not much in-game happening, but there is the chance to search the cities like New Babbage, Lorville, Area 18, Orison, and for all the people with maybe not the cleanest of criminal records, Grim Hex. You can go search them. You're going to find these little packages there, these little green and white striped packages, little boxes that you can collect. Sell those at an admin kiosk. Give them to your friends. Leave them other places for other people to enjoy, or just keep them in inventory until the next wipe. You can actually kind of enjoy them. They do sell, I think, for about 500 each, which is pretty awesome. So that exists. Plus, there's special delivery jobs, and those jobs will involve larger Luminalia themed wrapped gifts that you're delivering around to different locations. But Luminalia is an annual holiday celebrated basically kind of a joint between the Banu and the humans on the 22nd of December. It's based on a Banu festival. I can't recall what it is in Banu, but it's the Glow Festival, which is lighting lamps, and those are all considered one family as these lamps are growing together, glowing together. So Banu is all about family. If you look at any of the things for the Merchantman is all about basically staying together as one unit. You're not having individual quarters, you're having like a communal sleeping area. So there's going to be almost like an advent calendar coming up, and with that advent calendar they're going to be giving some things to us. There have been things in the past like ship paints. There's things like, ooh, look at the expo signs are still up. Might as well enjoy those as we go by. Take a look at those. There'll be things like Spectrum badges. There'll be things potentially to wear like undersuits. I do believe I have an undersuit from Luminalia stored here. We got a sextant that is Luminalia themed that we were able to get and eventually put into our hangers or habs kind of as a decoration. We've gotten some Banu knives in the past. We've gotten some Luminalia themed weapons, some colorful weapons, which maybe don't really fit in my opinion, with Luminalia, but that's all right. We're going to head underneath the tram here. I got to show you this cool thing here. I would really like two things for Luminalia. Actually, three things. I've mentioned before, I would really love a frameable handlebar photo to hang up in my habs in the future. Anyone who attended a previous Luminalia might really like that idea. Some of you might really not like that idea. Hard to say. I would love a tree. There was a tree in the past given to some people for hanger decorations. I believe there's a version of it here. It's been a while since I've been here, so I'm going to have to take a look. But we're going to fly through this little narrow, kind of makes me feel like I'm in the Death Star trench run here, but we don't have far to go there. That little snow arch ahead is what we're looking for. I would like a tree to put down. I really think the idea of having a Luminalia where in-game items would show up under your tree in a box, that would be kind of a cool thing when persistent hangers are a thing. Hopefully that is something that happens. I would also love, because it's a Banu-themed holiday, we don't need Banu knives. If we could get like a Banu puzzle cube, that would be pretty awesome. So let's get out here. Let's go check out what is down here. This is available all the time. So if you want to check this out, it always exists. All you need to do is fly to this location. Very easy to find, and you can check it out. So we're going to go inside. I'm not really dressed for this. I'm just wearing a basic undersuit, but it is available to see. You just can't visit too long. You could technically wear just regular clothes, or even just, you know, your space underwear You will freeze to death, but there is enough oxygen here. As you can see. Oh, this is it. So this kind of upside down, weird pineapple tree looking thing, this is very similar to what was given to some backers. I don't have one of these. Their version, I believe, had little spaceships that fly around it, but I think it's cool. I would love to have one of those. We have a couple snowmen here, but my original thought was to come here and put representations of the gifts we get for Luminalia under this tree for Luminalia, but I've kind of decided against that on my flight over here. I think what I'm going to do is after we're done looking at this place here, I'm going to go find my own tree. Because it's something I like doing up here in Canada is I'll go for Christmas, I'll go into the bush and just harvest a tree. We have crown land here, which means you can go and harvest a tree. You don't have to like necessarily own the land that you're harvesting your tree on, and I always like to get myself a nice tree. My trees are kind of like this, like that one there, a little bit more open, so they're not like a solid spruce. I kind of like the balsam. I like the space between the hang. Oh, look at his little top hat. Look at your little hat. Adorable. I'm getting kind of foggy on my helmet here, so unfortunately it doesn't look the best. I'm not wearing... I should be really dressed for this. I should really change what I'm wearing. Put on something a little bit more appropriate for Luminalia. And I think in local inventory here, I should have my Luminalia themed undersuit. So let's check that out. Let's kind of take a look. So we have here best ways if you can go to like undersuits will look. Oh, I have a lot. Ooh, a red one. Kind of shiny though. Let's go. I should be at the bottom, I think. There we go. We got our red, our green, and our blue. We'll take the green one because green, my favorite color, as everyone knows. There we go. We got our Luminalia. It's got the little lamp flame there. Get ourselves a helmet. We didn't get any helmets for Luminalia. I don't want those ridiculous bears. Yeah, red. Red will go well. Very festive. Yeah. Ooh. Look at, like, is that like a parasite helmet? That I must have got that for Halloween, for Vara. Like, I found a parasite helmet. I didn't realize you might get one of those because I never purchased that. Unless they're, oh, you know what? It's because there hasn't been a wipe yet. Because there hasn't been a wipe, I still have the one I found. For a second there, I thought it was added to me. Let's grab ourselves a multi-tool. Always could have a multi-tool. I have all these I picked up. We'll get one of the fancy ones. There we go. Nice red one for the holidays. And always like a tractor beam on there, so we'll grab that. And I think I saw a, what are they called? Med pen somewhere. So I'm going to try to find that. I don't know where. Are they not in utility? I mean, we've got the med tool. I thought med pens were in under utility. I don't know. Maybe I don't have one. Oh, oh, there's one. Oh, how did I? Where did that go? I'm sure I saw one. Medical. There we go. Med pen. Perfect. Good to go. All right. So now we look very festive. We can go and check out the tree a bit more if we wanted, but we're instead going to go find our own tree. So I'm going to take off. I'm going to leave this area here, and I'm going to fly around till I find a nice kind of, maybe one of the grassier areas, maybe a snowy area. I want to find the perfect tree. I don't need a massive tree. If I can find one that's maybe about like 6-7 feet tall, that's the tree for me. So we're going to leave this area here, but if you would like to visit this, it's actually quite nice. Bring some of your friends. You can kind of hang out by the fire and sing your favorite Banu holiday songs. I think those are wonderful. Also, I'll point out, if you go on Spectrum, there is the holiday giveaway. It's a community-run thing where different people will donate things that they have for Christmas, and you can just kind of sign up for potentially getting one of those. They're pretty awesome. We're going to fly out here. I'm going to kind of go fast. Ooh, doesn't turn super well as fast. We're going to head into space, and I'm just going to fly around for a while. I don't know how long it's going to take, so I think I'm going to jump ahead here. And when I found my tree, I'm going to show you the beautiful tree I found. And this will be the start of Luminalia. Every day of Luminalia, I will add to our tree. I'll add all the gifts that we get this year. We're just going to celebrate them together, check them out if possible. I think it's going to be awesome. beautiful. We found an area without snow, although not a ton of trees here, not very green, but we're going to head a little bit down closer to the surface and see. You can see some trees down there. You can see we've got about a third of our fuel left, so not a ton of fuel, but plenty to find a tree and kind of set up camp. I'm in my cutter. What a beautiful little ship. So I can sleep here if I want, and then we can kind of return here later and check out the tree and what we have. But for the most part, I haven't really thought this through because I realized, if I actually camp here, I won't be able to grab the things we get. So if we get anything physical, I might have to come back and find this tree, or at least a tree like it. But for the most part right now, we're enjoying our view. It's starting to get a little green on the ground. You can see a little bit of shrubs and plants, and there's a little stand of trees in the foreground there. So we'll find an area that I think is kind of cool. Maybe find like a landmark to make it a little bit easier to find our tree again. So maybe near some of these rocks. We are getting some smaller and larger trees here. Not really thick forested. I didn't find one of the rivers. I should have actually went to a river. But over there to the right maybe. We'll go up a bit higher and we'll kind of take a view. But we do have a few stands of trees. So you can see little areas, kind of a higher plateau there, but it seems kind of barren. Nothing really over in that far corner there, so yeah. Well, that looks like a nice area with the kind of like swirly snow bits. Let's kind of head that way. Yeah, I think this might work. This might be a nice place. It's not overly far. I was flying around for quite a bit, but this is not too far. Maybe about like a 10-minute flight from New Babbage. Not too bad, heading up towards the poles. But look at this. We got some stones there with some trees in the center. I think that's where I'm going to go. I think that's a good location. So let's drop our landing gear down. There we go. Because we got some snow. We got some grass. We got some larger trees, including some sort of like deciduous tree there. I'm sure we'll find a little tree in there that will work for us, and it'll have a nice view. What a nice day. What a... I can't believe... Like, this is what blows me away about this game all the time. It's like, look at... I left space to go to a planet, was at a city, I started flying, and here I'm landing wherever I want on this planet. Nobody else possibly has ever been here before. No one else has seen these rocks that I'm about to check out. Seen these trees. It's just mind-blowing, the scale. Also, I mean, it's just beautiful. So we're going to come out here. Like, look at, you got like a little plants here. We got like our little flowers. We got a beautiful view. Clouds in the sky. This is nice. I'm kind of happy with this. This would be a great place to camp out. I am looking forward to the day that I can have a home somewhere on a planet and just enjoy it. It's not going to be this planet. A little bit too cold for me. I like to find a nice warm planet, even if it's a little bit rocky. I mean, Lorville, not the most beautiful planet, but hey, all that industry gives you some pretty beautiful skies. But this one here, I mean, the fact that I always have to like bundle up, it's bad enough living in Canada during the winter that sometimes I appreciate the warmth. So, although, if I had a sauna, I suppose that I'd be able to stand being on a planet like this. Really all I need is a sauna and high-speed internet. So that's a nice looking tree, but it's a little bit tall. But beautiful area. Look at all these little rocks and stones. Let's go up to this hill here. Got some dead wood there. We got well, there's some little trees. Look at this little guy. That looks like it's about maybe 6-7 feet tall. That's a nice tree. That's a cool tree. I'm happy with this little tree here. I think this will be our one. Ooh, I just noticed I'm getting a little bit cold. You notice that my green suit is getting a little bit frosty. So we're not going to spend a lot of time here admiring this tree at the moment. Maybe I'll have to get a Novikov suit. But there's our tree. I think that's a beautiful tree. What do you think? This is kind of the tree that I would have. Look at all the space for decorations. Look at the nice view we got of this. We can kind of like back up here. I mean, it kind of blends in with the rock there. Let's find a good angle. Well, let's not jump. There we go. Well, that's not bad. There we go. Although that kind of looks like the lone tree. I don't know. Maybe I think I like where we were at the beginning. Let's go kind of head back. Yeah. Got the rock in there. You got like the branches from the other tree. I think this is it. This is going to be our look for Luminalia. And enjoy this tree. It's a nice tree. I think we'll just enjoy this. I mean, it says I'm going to survive 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Plenty of time to just sit here and relax. Let these water drop. Ooh, a miracle! A Luminalia miracle! It's snowing! Everyone, it's snowing! Oh. Amazing. I could not have timed that better. And that's it. I think that's where we're going to end it here. Before we head back, just enjoying the fact that as we discovered our tree, the snow has begun to fall. This is going to be the best Luminalia. Unfortunately, I didn't make a song this year. I didn't make a skit this year. This is what I've done this year because, you know, time. You always think you have a lot more of it until the moment that things end. I am getting kind of cold here. The survival estimate is now below 1 minute, so let's go warm up. We're going to look at one more thing that I think is so cool about this game, and then you'll see us again on the first day of Luminalia when we decide what we think of each gift. So we're going to close this up, and we're just going to stand here, and look at this. My green suit is now white. It is totally frosted over, but this is so cool. Now that we're in a warmer environment, let's just see the frost melt off, and that Luminalia symbol on our undersuit is going to slowly come back into view. This is so cool. The first time I ever kind of got frosted up, I just thought it was so cool. I didn't even realize what was happening until I got back in. But isn't that neat? Look at this. Such a cool little feature that they've added into the game. Just a little visual thing to help you realize that maybe it's time to head into somewhere warm. And there we are. We're back to green. I'm going to leave it there. If you like this, if you're excited about seeing what's coming for Luminalia, give me a like, put a comment in the comment below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Every subscription is helping me out to get to where I can give away more for Luminalia myself. Goodbye, everyone. I'm going to head on to bed and just wait for Banu Claus, I guess, to come in. There we are. In the bed we go. I'm so excited. I just can't sleep. I can't sleep. I can't, but I should. All right. I go to sleep. Good night, everybody. And don't forget, give this a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And I hope to see you soon in the verse.